Equality and diversity is really important to North East Ambulance Service for lots of reasons. We've recently undertaken an exercise to develop our mission, vision and values, and it's a central theme throughout the mission, vision and values as a way of delivering that. So our mission is to provide safe, effective and responsive care for all, and our vision is to provide unmatched quality of care for every life we touch. To me, it's really important that staff feel good about coming to work, that they feel that they can be themselves. We deliver our services across the whole region to a diverse range of communities of patients. So it's really important that we reflect that diversity in our workforce.
I work for the Patient Transport Service. I've been doing that for 10 years. I normally now cover the County Durham area. I did start off in Newcastle and I'm across here now. It's a great service, an organisation that makes a difference to the community. Primarily it is to help people to get to their appointments that they will struggle on a normal day-to-day basis, and that's why we're here to give them a hand. I feel me PAC as working for NIAS and Chinese PAC working for NIAS, there's no difference at all. I don't think I get any special treatment or I don't get discriminated in any way. I get a lot of different reactions, a lot of them because they're from a certain generation. They don't see many people like myself, ethnic backgrounds, working for the ambulance service. So when I do come in and I speak in a really broad Geordie accent, they start laughing. They go, "What's going on?" Because, well, I was brought up here and we'll have a bit of banter there. I don't feel I'm pigeonholed anywhere. I feel just like one of the team, and I think it's great that the service does have a variety of different people from different backgrounds working for the trust. I think that's what makes it great.
I can't walk very good, so I need to use a wheelchair to get to appointments. I don't feel as though it is a job to the ambulance service. It's as though they want to be at work and they enjoy what they do. You can tell that they actually want to be there and to show the compassion and to care for you the way that they would care for their own relatives.
On one occasion, I was having a blackout because the blood pressure came down, and my family think it's heart attack, and they phoned to the ambulance, and ambulance arrived within 5 minutes. They came there and they actually talked to me very sympathetically. What's the problem? They checked my blood pressure, everything. The blood pressure was very, very low, and they speak to me in very sympathetically. They take me to that ambulance service with very caring, with compassion and dignity, so which I'm very impressed, yes.
I got involved as governor, but really the story starts quite a long time before that. When I used to go regularly in the patient transport vehicles to Hexham Hospital for physiotherapy, and I was taken in my wheelchair, and I was very, very impressed by the compassion, respect and professionalism of everybody in the ambulance service that I came in contact with, especially the way that they looked after older people. You know, they would not only take them home and leave them on the doorstep, they would open the door, they'd go in, they'd put the fire on, they'd check to see that the house was safe. And I thought, that's a service, that's not just a company doing a job. I just feel it's being involved with something for which I have considerable respect and whom I would like to help. Okay. I think governors are what they call critical friends, and that's how I see myself.
We believe it's important that our workforce feel valued and that they can be themselves at work and that they can be valued for who they are. We see it as very important in terms of attracting, recruiting and retaining good staff, and also in providing a quality service to the public.
the support in this place isn't just, it doesn't stop in at one level, and it doesn't stop with just one person. The support comes from the top right down to the bottom, you know. So being a Muslim colleague isn't any different to anyone else in here, because I don't get, you know, treat any differently. Everybody just treats me just the same, you know. I pray in the call centre, no one's come and asked me any questions or looked at me in a way where I feel uncomfortable, you know. And it's one of the reasons that I've stayed here for so long, because people are so lovely and kind in here, you know, and everyone's just so welcoming, you know, so I just don't feel any different as a human being.
I've got a rare form of arthritis, it's called arthrogryposis. It affects every joint in my body, so I've got curve in my spine. My arms are fixed at a 90-degree angle, so I can't straighten my arms, and it also affects my legs and my feet. And when I was 14, due to my condition, I had to lose my right leg below the knee. The ambulance service, as I say, even before I started, got us in to come and do an assessment to basically assess us, made sure my equipment was going to be there for me training, for us to actually come straight into the role. When I first started, I was working 12-hour shifts, but I'm now only working 9.5-hour shifts, and I work no later than 2 o'clock, so the Trust's been very flexible in regards to my shifts, which, as I say, you couldn't ask for more, really.
To be part of the Stonewall Top 100 means that we're more of an inclusive employer. We're now recognised across the UK. It helps with recruitment. I know me myself looked at the Stonewall Top 100 when I applied, and it was a driving force for me to actually apply for the North East. Within the ambulance service, I've had quite a positive LGBT experience. They've been quite inclusive for myself, they've helped accommodate needs, and I've also been able to get involved with the Proud at NIAS group, which in turn has meant that I've managed to complete a few different courses and managed to get involved in a lot of community-wide events. We get lots of support from senior management level, from the board and the chief exec. She attends to the Prides with us, the Northern Pride, she marches with us. I've had quite a lot of support recently. Me and my wife are due to go through fertility treatment, which they've been very accommodating towards us. I can go to work, be my normal self, I can speak about my family, and all of my colleagues have been absolutely great with us. My colleagues are turning to me best friends, they've welcomed my wife like one of their friends, so it's been absolutely brilliant.
So Proud at NIAS, we're the staff network group for staff who identify as gay, lesbian, bisexual or transgender. We work with the organisation, the Trust, to ensure that we have a voice within the organisation, that the organisation we're well represented, and that we support the organisation. So any policies and procedures which the organisation are bringing through, we ensure that they're compliant with the needs of the LGBT community. Within Stonewall, we now rank in the top 100, which is a great achievement for not only the group but also the organisation. It shows that the organisation really are on board with what we believe in and what we're striving to achieve. As a group, we also act as the eyes and ears for the LGBT group to take stuff back to the Trust. I think sometimes with a uniform service, people see the uniform and we're very busy, we're out and we're doing a professional job, and I think there's always a person behind that uniform, and I think this group helps to show that we are all individual, we are all ourselves, and we can bring our whole selves to be in this uniform to work, and NIAS support that, NIAS want that, and NIAS encourage that.
The work that we engage with in terms of the equality and diversity stakeholder group has been useful and rewarding. It's interesting to actually see lots of people from lots of different diversity strands come together and basically discuss each other's strands, and I think that's really healthy from a stakeholder perspective to have those different views in the room. Given the fact that we know that 1 in 100 people are gender diverse, so they're somewhere on a spectrum, they may or may not be people who are going to transition, but they're certainly gender diverse. If they see this work, if they see these positive things, they begin to see a culture which is developing that feels like an environment that they can perhaps disclose their identities. And the one thing that we do know is that when people can be themselves, they perform better. Their work is better, their lives are better, their health and well-being outcomes are better, and I think that can only be a positive.